Hello and welcome or welcome back. This is Gonna Be Debt Free. And one of the ways I'm gonna be debt free is by doing a monthly budget. And today I am going to do a look back on how I did for March and then move forward and put a plan together for April. So we're gonna start with looking back at March and how we did on comparing the actuals to how we had it planned out. So, first of all, my income. This was supposed to be my regular income, was $8,000. But I didn't look at a calendar, apparently, when I set up my budget, and I didn't realize I had 3 paychecks in March. So instead of $8,000, I actually had 3 $4,000 checks, which brought me to $12,000 for my regular income. Then I also had extra income, which I planned nothing for. But if we look at, I had $18,000 here, which was a combination of a bonus from work and some extra side hustle stuff. I sold a couple things in that. So that put me at $18,000. And then in this budget, I not only had my regular paycheck, but I had this comes to $2,969 in extra, which was some checks I had that were from selling my old house, money I cleaned out of my purse, and then I snagged a little bit from my emergency fund because this is where I paid off my American Express card. So I have $18,000 in week 5, $2,929 in week 6, and then I didn't have any extra income in week 7. So this is 18,029.69, which is $20,969 in extra income, which is awesome. Then my 4 walls, my actuals for week 5, paycheck 5, went exactly according to plan. But in week 6, I totally changed things around. Because again, this is when I was trying to pay off my American Express. So I kind of changed things a little bit there. So my mortgage was still, I'm going to put actuals here. My mortgage was still 0, electricity. My water, I only did 20 that first week. I still had nothing for sewer, nothing for trash. I only did propane that first week. My internet was still 110 and my cell phone was still 100, but my insurance was the other place where I made a change. So I did the regular 290, but then I adjusted my insurance. So I did 290 and 125, and I didn't have any 4 walls in that last paycheck. So 290 plus 125 is, so instead of 580, I did 415. Which means my actuals for 4 walls was 20 plus 10 plus 110 plus 415 plus 100, which is 655 was my actual, which is almost a $200 savings, which is great. Okay, on my expenses, week 5, they were the expected. 200, 215, 20, which is exactly half of that. But then on week 6, I did nothing for my expenses because I wanted to throw it all at my American Express, and I did. But that meant that when 2 more weeks went by, I had to at least get gas and groceries. So I did 175 and 140 for my expenses, which means that groceries was 200 plus 175, which is 375. And gas was 200 plus 140, which is 340. And then the dog only got 15 out of week 5 and 20 out of miscellaneous. Yeah. Which means that I should come to 435 and 315 is 750. So let's see. If I have 375 plus 340 plus 15 plus 20 equals 750. So I came in below budget there too. On my debts, My Chase was still the 0, and my $5.86 that I used to pay on Chase was still my Snowball. So that was still, no, yeah, that was still $5.86 for the month. I still budgeted $10.98 for American Express. Still did $170 for my personal loan. Still did $288 for Home Depot. I still did $914 for my American Express, and I still did $554 for my truck, which means this is still going to be the same $36.10, and that's my goal, is to always keep it at least $36.10, which I did. Now, one of the things that came up that's not listed here was I did some extras. And I took them out of my Magic paycheck, and it was $685. So I'm just going to add extras here for $685. And I'll add extras here because I'll need to include them here. And then my Snowball. And my Snowball is going to be the thing that I hadn't planned on. So for my Snowball, for week 5, paycheck 6, paycheck 7. So for week 5, it was $19,335. For paycheck 6, it was $48.94. And for paycheck 7, it was $3,000. Which means that altogether, it was $19,335 plus $48.94 plus $3,000. Wow. So I had a nice little snowball of $27,229. So let's list my actuals here. So my actual total income was $12,000 plus 20969. Wow. So that for the month it was actually $32,969. Extra paycheck, nice bonus. Whew. That was a good month. Okay, so my actuals come down here to $32,969. My 4 walls dropped to $655. My expenses dropped to $750. My debt stayed at $3610. And my snowball total was $27,229. And I need to bring my extras in $685 to come up with my total. So 32,969 minus 655 minus 750 minus 3610. Minus 685. Oh, minus the 27229. I am $40 off somewhere. I'm gonna sweat $40 right now because I had a great month. I don't know where the 40 went. I will, off camera, I will go back and figure out where the 40 went, because otherwise I won't be able to sleep at night. But all in all, I had a great month. I got American Express paid off. I got started on my next loan. Personal loan is coming down. So I'm really happy with how March came together, and pretty amazed I was able to drop my expenses, even though I had some extras in there, that these dropped really made the difference to being able to pay off my American Express. So let's go forward to April. Okay, and so for April, I have my income, which I'm just expecting, all I'm expecting is my regular income. And I checked this time, there are only 2 paychecks in April. So I'm just expecting my regular $4,000 per paycheck times 2, which would be $8,000. So then let me go over my 4 walls, because there's a couple changes there. So I'll write them out and we'll come back. Okay, so for my mortgage, it's going to stay zero because I do not have a mortgage. I sold my old house, used equity, bought my current house, no mortgage. I also do not have an electric bill. I have enough solar. I'm still generating a positive balance. I still have a credit with the power company. Water is still about $40 a month. I do not have sewer or trash. I'm on a septic system and I burn my trash. My propane is annual, but it comes out to about $20 a month. My internet is $110. I'm going to skip that and come back. My cell phone is $100 a month. And my insurance. I swear, every time I do a budget, I have to talk about insurance. But this time it's really, really good news because I keep making changes and I've dropped my insurance premiums again. And now it's just under $400 a month. It started at $580, and then last time I talked about it, I'd gotten it down to $490. I was able to drop it again some more with some more tweaks, and I'm down to just under $400 a month. So that's really good news. Which makes my four walls a total of 40 plus 20 plus 110 plus 400 plus 100 is now down to $670. And it's been running, gosh, what was it? $850, I think, 8 something. So I've dropped it quite a bit with, well, I dropped it $180 because my insurance is what dropped $180. Okay, so let me go over my expenses. I'll write them out and I'll be right back. Okay, my groceries, I'm going to keep it at $400 a month, which is $100 a week. But as you see, I don't have any other stuff. Groceries includes food, household items. If I decide to run and grab a burger, it comes out of my grocery bill and I just have less for groceries. So it's kind of a catch-all, but that's why I'm keeping it $100 a week. I could probably eat cheaper than that, but it's kind of an all-encompassing budget. Gas, I'm also going to keep at $400 a month, at least for now. I have a couple of trips that I'm driving to go see family. It's not that expensive, but it's a little farther away, so it's outside of my norm. And I'm just going to keep it at $400 for now. The dog gets $30 a month, and then I do $10 a week for my hobbies, which is how I stay sane. So that together comes to, I can do the math in my head, it's $870 a month. Let me list out my debts and I'll be right back. Okay, so Chase, American Express personal loan, Home Depot, American Express personal loan, and truck. Those are the same 6 I started with. Now, I am currently paying, my Chase is paid off, and my American Express credit card is paid off. Now, because I lowered this, I actually want to change these numbers. Now, I have been consistently saying that my minimum payments when I started were $3,607, and I never want to go below that. So I'm not. I actually want to round these up because this has dropped $180, so I want to shift it from here to here so that I don't run a risk of blowing it on something. I'm gonna raise all of these. So my original Chase minimum payment was $586 a month. I'm now gonna allocate $600, and even though I'm not paying it on the Chase, that's how much is gonna go into my Snowball. My American Express credit card was $1,098. I'm gonna round that up to $1,100 so that I can add that into my Snowball. My personal loan has been $170. I'm just going to round it up to $200. My Home Depot has been $288. I'm going to round that up to $300. My American Express personal loan has been $914 a month, and I'm going to round that up to $1,000 just to pay it off faster. And then my truck has been $554 a month, and I'm going to round it up to $600. Now, I know you're supposed to take all that little extra bits and put it on your Snowball and focus on your blah, blah, blah. I get that. But this works better in my head. I can justify these. It makes math in my head a lot easier, which is one of the reasons I'm doing it too, because math in my head is important. And And I'll stick to it if I do it this way, rather than just take all those little bits and bobs I added in here and put them in my snowball. It just works better in my head. Eventually it'll all catch up into the snowball, but for now, this is the way I'm going to do it. So my snowball is now 1,700. So instead of 3,610 that I've been doing, this should be 200 plus 300 plus 1,000 plus 600 plus 1,700 is 3,800 instead of the 3,610. So I had 180 and this has gone up by 190. So that's kind of where I decided I would make all that work. So let me do my little summary box and I will be right back. Okay, so if my income is $8,000 for the month and my four walls is $670 and my expenses are $870 and my debts are now up to $3,800. If we do 8,000 minus 670 minus 870 minus 3,800, that gives me a new extra snowball of 2,660, which gets me to a zero-based budget. And then this regular snowball will go towards my personal loan, along with the 200 and the 1,700. And then this extra snowball will also go up and go to the personal loan, which now instead of 200, it's 200 plus 1,700 plus 2,660, which is going to start taking some nice big chunks off of this personal loan that is driving me crazy. So that is my budget for the month of April. Yeah, and I'm really happy with it because that's going to be, gosh, it's going to be over $4,000. No. Yeah, it's going to be over $4,000 towards that personal loan, which is going to really help knock it down fast, which is going to be, I can't be doing math right. But anyway, it's all going towards my personal loan to get that paid off because that's the one that's bugging me the most. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm actually so grateful. I was really kind of worried people being, no, your home bill is your next lowest one. That's when you're supposed to be focused on next. But the personal loan is the one that's bugging me. And I got so many great comments of people saying, yes, if it's bugging you, go after it and get it out of your way. So I've actually been really amazed with the support, all of the amazing comments that I get. I'm totally blown away. In fact, I just hit 1,000 subscribers and I have enough watch hours. So that whole YouTube monetization, I don't even know how it works, but I'm going to figure it out. And I actually want to figure out a giveaway to do with my YouTube income. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to do. So if you have any recommendations, I would like to give back to this community. I don't know that it's going to be a lot, but whatever it is, I would like to give it back because I've got my budget figured out. And for me right now, that YouTube money is extra. So for the first couple of checks or something, I want to give it back to you guys because you've been so amazing. This community has been so phenomenal. But I don't know how to do it. So if you can help me out with some comments below, I would really greatly appreciate it because I don't know what to do. But I am grateful to you and I am grateful that I am seeing these numbers go down. My next video will be, my next paycheck is coming up. So that will be my next video. But after I get that one done, I will do a debt update because I've got Chase paid off and now I've got American Express paid off and now I'm working on the personal loan. And so I will do a debt update as a couple of videos from now, like not my next one, but the one after that. So that I can, because people keep asking for updates and I'm dying to see where it's at too. So that's where I'm at and it's April. So let's bring into paying off debt. And I am so grateful for all of your support and look forward to your recommendations on what to do with my YouTube checks as they start coming in. So have a great April and I will catch you next time.